You, the viewer, is probably asking, where is the moment cards? Where are the free good grinds at? Where are the grinds in general? And why is there a 60 Huff LeBron James? Was Ronnie 2K just off the drugs when making that? Back again with another My Team video. And we are going to discuss and grade how we feel about Season 2 overall. So make sure to hit that like in the video. We are going to just have a discussion. Know about what's wrong with the season. We already know what's wrong. So this is going to be us grading everything they done throughout the season. From the get-go, we're going to start off at liftoff set. So the liftoff set, at the beginning stage, like it was for Carmelo Anthony, it was for Tim Duncan, and it was for Michael Jordan. He was in the player market, and it's crazy, like, we haven't seen a big time card in the player market since then, like Jaylen Brown, like, we haven't even seen a big time card really like that. Hopefully they bring that for Season 3, but we haven't even seen anything like that really since then. And it gave us 50k MT, and if you remember those agendas, you could have got a free card from the promo from grinding the mode. Like, that was actually a W. That might have been the golden point of, like, this entire, you know, maybe not the complete, but like that was actually a W start off for the season, because you could grind, get Jordan, you didn't have to lock it. Only issue probably is locking in Melo, and I locked in Bum Melo and Mike in, but the fact that you could get some of the cards for free for playing the game, that was decent, and I actually enjoyed it. Yeah, so we can remember everything they dropped, because it's easy to forget what they did. They gave us agenda cards for Series 1 Booker at the beginning. That just, you know, I mean, those are just, they've been continuing that trend for some reason. I don't know why. They gave us the uniform sleeves, which cool, I guess. I wish they weren't RNG, but it started off good though. Overall, for the most part, it started off great though. Like I said, we got Shaw, we got Will at the start, you know, other than the Amethyst mode rewards, which was really bad. We at least, those, you know, we had something, you know, at the start it was at least alright. Sadly, it went downhill from there, okay? Sadly, because I think after the liftoff set, I'm 99% sure, I feel like that is when it completely stopped giving us cards that is in the collection. Because then we got into the Freaky set, and then we got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Sure, the Freaky set gave us Steve Smith. It gave us, I'm trying to remember, Sean Bradley and stuff of that nature. But like, you could not get any of the players from the set. I'm just going to show the collection real quick. But yeah, we got Giannis Antetokounmpo, Magic Johnson, Paul George. But none of these cards were grindable. Like, you could not get Korolenko for free. Manu Ginobili. The only cards that you could get is just these freaky cards that weren't really in the collection. They were in their own separate thing, which was cool, I guess. They were alright at least, but the fact that you could no longer get the card from the promo is so bad, and the fact we haven't seen it, I doubt it's coming back, which is very disappointing, really, just overall. And I wish they would do more stuff like this with MJ. We know they won't, though, so, you know, I give this part a B. Like, I like what they did here for overall. But then the freaky, it's just really, you have a lot of MT, or is alright. And I give this an F. Like, the fact is, we only got one moment card this entire cycle. Why even announce breakout cards and 2K numbers, stuff of that nature, when you're not even going to drop them? And then they weren't even free either, so I gotta give this an F. The fact that none of these cards were free, the NBA is back, I mean, wasn't that the collection where they dropped the whole player market? We could check them really right here. I don't think, the fact that you couldn't get, like, they're all 92k. I mean, you could win 30 games and grind for one, but that was only for 3 days, I remember. Like, it was 3 days you could grind for it. But after that, I mean, you just have to buy it, and they're all at high, very expensive prices, like 200K. It's very, very, and it was just unacceptable, really. It was all right, but you know, it was just. But the fact there have been no moment cards, I have to give this overall thing a F. I mean, just on that alone, no moment cards. I mean, they talked about a breakout prime time and never dropped any of these cards. Like, we only got Tyrese Maxey, but the Freaky collection, you know, we all know how that went, basically. None of these cards were free, like we mentioned. Give it like a D. Like I said, if you're a pack puller, it's probably an A, but like, or you are all life spend, I mean, you're not gonna really get to enjoy much of the cards. But it was alright. Sean Bradley, Steve Smith released some budget cards, really. But then next week, we got a salary cap double XP with DeRozan. I mean, I still don't understand why they keep doing this. Who knows? Who the heck knows? But then we also got an announcement that Joe Johnson was releasing. So that was interesting. That was before we knew it was Joe Johnson. So we got us a little bit hyped. But this blog was megally disappointing because they kept saying like Amethyst Terry DeChanger. We were hoping that would get updated, you know, as you see in the future. That never did. And the NBA tournament battles, you know, I have my Google Docs. I did forget to put it in the comments. I'm going to put it in the comment section of this video. I just forgot. My apologies. I'm going to go respond. But yeah, literally, they dropped the Jokic and it was so dull. Like, it had the very dullest way of dropping these cards. Like, in my personal opinion, they should have did what they did back in 2K22, like Reddish. Like if you remember, like Cam Reddish. Let me see if I can go back to it. Cam Reddish back in 2K21. If you remember this, like they had all these Evo rookies, and you could Evo them right away, and to get the mega lock in Cam Reddish. I personally think they should have done this. Because y'all like, oh, but we can wait for the event. Because I feel like my team needs hype in it right now. Like, sure, it would get it for that. But it would generate hype for the now. Then maybe in the future when teams are playing, you give them moment cards for the games, people that win, and stuff of that nature. Because you needed something to generate hypes. And I'm just being real honest. Giving Emerald cards is not generating hype for the mode. Even though this tournament battles, people are going to instantly see their emeralds and not care about them. Because we had a point, like, these cards became cool down the line. But it just, you know, it's just, you're not caring about it for the first 2 or 3 weeks of the season. People forget, and it makes them not care, just boot off the game. So I would have said, just do it this way, made them right away. Make them go right, all of them evoed, and you would have brought in a lot of new people into the game, really, and just update them through moment cards. I think that would have been a fantastic idea, but they did not do that. And you can't, like, say there's no auction, so you can't really sell them, but like I said, this isn't me. So if you don't like a player, like I evoed Bandit yesterday, I don't really like him. Tell me about what in-season cards you like, though, because I liked the Vanderbilt, but I didn't really like Benedict that much. Just my personal opinion, I just did not like him really. But that's so I would give it a C. I felt like it was alright, just wasn't that greatest. See the in-season tournament, but season 2 week 4, look for agendas. We got double XP weekend, like nobody cares. Series 1 cards, and it was a season battle update. You know, overall, we got Joe Johnson, which I grinded this. I know this is from only 1%, but I wish the card was better. I hope the Gauntlet card is way better. Like, Joe Johnson, alright, but I don't know. I didn't really like Joe Johnson that much. I still like Zach LaVine over Joe Johnson. Okay, I don't care what no one says. Y'all can hate on me saying what you want, but I like Zach LaVine more than Joe Johnson. Personally, I don't think he's bad. It just, he came out when there was already, like, Bosh was like top shooting guard for winning 15 in a row. You should be getting one of the best cards in the game, at least. And next up was the Swagger set. And the Swagger set was just one of the worst promos ever. Like, one of the worst promos ever. Every card was legitimately 100K. And like I mentioned, there's no free agendas for this card. Like, why couldn't you make a free diamond during that for people? Just because 2K wants more money. But still, that is, like, I have to give that an F, literally, for what it was. That was just very, unengaging. There was no budget cards. I bought Lonzo, but like it was so unengaging. Nobody cared about those cards. It was just overall a snooze fest. It was dull. It was boring. It was one of the worst drops of the whole year. Like, I'm not gonna buy Muckel Josh Bumsmith with a broken jumper. Just not happening. So to me, I just was disappointed there with that. So yeah, let's go on to the next review. So I have to get that an F overall. It's week 4, so you know, Swagger was really bad. And 2K's Obsession with giving us Series 1 card. At least they gave us a 2K day card, at least, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Week 5. And they gave us Tyrese Maxey. Like I mentioned, the moment cards has been an F, 2K. Make them for free. You're making people spend 250 freaking K, like 24, 30 hours worth of grinding for Tyrese Maxey. 2K, guys, as I mentioned earlier, Ronnie 2K was on drugs when deciding this, or the devs, or the MyTeam. I don't know, John Smith. I don't know who decided this, but they all on drugs. Okay, if they thought this was good content, because the fact this was horrible when we were getting free Joel Embiid, it's just an F. And I mean, this is a D. I mean, if you cared about the level, I just never really cared about the level up cards. Really, I just think they're not that good, really. But you got yourself an Amethyst Dwight Howard. Some of the Evos, I don't know why they're so hard. Like, I just, you know, some of these Evos, you can't sell them. It's kind of like, can y'all just make them easy at least for people? I just, you know. And still, they did not update Terry Dischanger, really. They did not update Terry Dischanger. And then we got the Majestic, which is probably the best highlight of it, you know. They still didn't give us any of the cards from the agenda, so that's still an F right there. Just the fact that you can't earn them. But you could earn an Amethyst John Havlicek. It was, I mean, none of the free cards were really that good. Like, TJ Warren was really our highlight. And then giving us Trae Young. I mean, Majestic was not the highlight. It was a Thanksgiving promo. But now, let me take that back. Majestic was really bad. Like, unless you have a lot of MT. I mean, that's really who it was for. And so, it did. I mean, weeks. And that was for the week before. So, week 6, the one we're currently on, you get Dunktober, Baron Davis. Remember, the Black Friday gave us them anyway. Legendary. Like, you know, that was just funny. Legendary Path Danny Granger, if you've seen earlier. Tomorrow we get a Tournament Battle East pack. So look onto my Google Docs thing and see like if Bobby Portis win. Because I personally think Bobby Portis is going to be better than Benedict. But whatever. And then tomorrow will be Thursday. If My League Monk can win Vanderbilt, you can get them for free. So I guess that's cool. But still, we went from getting Amethyst like Al Horford, Ruby's last. If you got an Amethyst last season to getting Emeralds that you have to grind, and those Evos are hard to like. It's not like people like treat those NBA Tournament Evos. Those NBA Tournament Evos are freaking hard. It's like that Bandit is really hard to Evo. But the Thanksgiving event was the highlight. But the issue is like you can't just you can't just give us Thanksgiving and then I give this honestly a B. I liked it a lot. A minus. I probably really like this a lot, the diamond, but like I feel like they're just gonna make the holidays good but then make everything else dull, which that's be disappointing. But I like the fact they gave you a diamond, even though the diamond was troll for most people, which was annoying. But all right, you know, just it was, you know, I like what they did for Thanksgiving. I just wish they maybe lowered. You know, I wish they would have lowered the amount you needed for like a collectible. Like if you trade them in, it was like 5 for a pack. But for what it's for, you have to grade based on this year only. I get that an A minus. And Anthony Davis, I give it a C. Like people gonna be like, oh, but it was good. Like no, the fact that Anthony Davis came after you removed the agendas, and you're giving us old cards from 2 months ago. I got AD, but no, that's not that really good. Like give us a card from the promo. But Jaylen Brown, Cade Cunningham, Michael Beasley. But like I said, the content was good for Majestic. Just the free content was garbage though. If you just don't have MT, you're a lot of MT, you're just not gonna have fun or engage with the promo. And that was basically it. Like that was the issue. Like season 2 was really just a drowsy, honestly. Sometimes it like the thesis would be like sometimes it was hard. Like you're playing for rubies, it gets boring. Then they're dropping Black Friday deals. Thank you, stay up for 24 hours. And then it's not even that good. They're putting players that were free ones in them. Then they're trying to get you to buy them and finesse you. I don't know. Season 2, overall, it might be the worst season in my opinion. I have to give this season a D- to an F. I'm just being honest. This season was really, at certain points, I was bored. I forced them out, but then, they dropped the Thanksgiving that got me engaged. The Black Friday, seeing the hourly thing was cool about the Black Friday, really, but doesn't mean, I actually did like that aspect of it. Like, you could see hourly, that was actually cool. But everything else, the 60 half badge, I give a F minus. I feel like that's awful for the game. Disgusting that even exists, but yeah, my overall grade for this season will be a D- to an F. I feel like that is the best grade. I mean, you're making us grind for rubies. Hopefully season 3 is, I can't say this is the worst season, but good God, if Thanksgiving wasn't there, it would have been just awful. Like, overall, really bad. But I never want to say it's the worst, because like next season somehow it's outdo it, so I'm just gonna put a D- F, and we're just gonna accept it what it was, and we're just gonna deal with it. But yeah, those are my thoughts and opinions on this season overall. Really reviewing it, we're going back, reviewing all the things they did. I wish they would have done more with the exchange, make them auction when the mode rewards were garbage, but hopefully with season 3 they surprise us and they make the right changes and they stop with the lock-ins, but I don't think they're gonna do that. But see ya in the next My Team video. We got a season 3 blog to get to. Let's go, baby.